Something crazy just hit me this morning. I'm watching this show and they're all out like hunting or whatever. And one of the girls was like, oh my goodness, if you get this shot, like I'm going to pass away. And the girl gets it. And instantly I just was like, oh my gosh. Think about if the things that we said actually like right then and there would come true. When she said, oh, I'm going to pass away if you get this. Well, she got the shot. That girl would have passed away. I feel like in the spiritual realm, that does happen. And I feel like that's why so much it talks about the power of life and death is on our tongue. Because like it truthfully is like, yes, not physically if we say, oh, I'm dead, like that just means we're going to die. But the things that we say can either uplift someone or tear them down. The things that we say can either be lies that we believe in our mind, or it can be truth that's going to renew our mind. Or the things that we say about ourselves, we can either speak truth over our lives and truth that God has told us, or truth about who God says that we are, or we can speak lies about who the enemy says that we are, or we can go against the spirit and walk in our flesh and say things to tear someone down, which then can cause someone to believe lies, or we can walk in the spirit and use words that's going to uplift someone to help them believe truth about themselves. It just got me thinking, like so many times we're so just, oh, whatever, I'm going to say whatever, it doesn't really matter. But if the things that we said in the physical actually took us out or actually did what we were saying, I think we would be so much more careful about the words that are coming out of our mouth. Even though it's not happening in the physical sense in front of our eyes, I think we need to have a spiritual mindset and understand that the things that we say, we are giving permission to the enemy to do things, right? Like the things that we say, he can't hear our thoughts, but he can hear the things that we're saying. And so if we're speaking all of these awful things about ourselves or about our life or about our future, well, then he's going to use that against you. He knows exactly where you're weak. But if you're speaking life, and if you're speaking truth, and if you're speaking God's word, and if you're speaking in the spiritual sense, instead of, well, this isn't physically going to do anything to me. No, but it's going to mentally do things to you. It's going to give a foothold to the devil. It can tear other people down. It could cause you to believe lies and turn you away from believing the truth in God's word and the truth that God says about you, or the truth that God has called you to walk in. We would be so much more cautious about the things that we're saying. Start treating the words that you're saying as if it physically was to happen right when you said it, and I think we'll be a lot more cautious about the words that we're saying, not only just to ourselves, but to other people.